Hi! Alright, so I'm gonna do a Flawless in 5 video and show you what it's like to use like a little bit of everything, because there's lots of choices in the Flawless in 5. You get 6 essential makeup products, but there's lots of choices. So we're gonna do like an everyday look on this side, and we're gonna do a little bit fancier on this side. I'm just gonna grab my makeup brushes and I'm good to go. All right, so first up, I love using my Better Beauty blender for the Skin Twin foundation. So right now my skin is very hydrated. I did do my morning routine. I went out for the dog with the dog. I had some breakfast, so I'm just gonna add just a little bit of the brightening oil onto my face right now because I do dry out really fast, and I find hydration is the most important. Having really good skincare is going to help your makeup sit so much better, and keeping my face super hydrated is definitely like the most important step for that. Otherwise the makeup just kind of cakes on a little bit. So for me, if I have a nice hydrated face when I apply the makeup, then it actually looks really good. Okay, we're just over a minute into this video and I'm gonna get started and show you how I can do this all in 5 minutes. So I'm gonna start with Skin Twin. I'm using the 310 today. Excuse me. So we're gonna go a little bit fancier on this side. So I'm doing like more medium coverage on this side of my face. And for me, in the winter time I use the 310, and in the summertime I use the 340 or even the 350. If I want to have a little bit of golden glow, I'll use the 350 because it's a little bit more golden. And my skin just darkens and tans in the summer, so I have to kind of go up a shade. So that is that side. On the other side of my face, I'm going to use the Dew Skin. I'm going to do a half a pump of the number 3 and a half a pump of the number 2. That converts to light and medium. So you can see it's like a dewier look. And I just rub it on like a moisturizer because this one really is just a tinted moisturizer. So you can see that I just have like a dewier, more natural look on this side, and I have a better, excuse me, finished look on this side. Now for concealer. So you only have one option for concealer, but you get to choose your shade. So I use 2 different concealers, so I'm just gonna use them both. I've got this lovely little scab on my chin, so I'm gonna use a darker one for that. I'm just gonna kind of fill in any little spots and imperfections. Then I'm gonna take a shade down. So for reference, this was medium number 2 and this is light number 2. And I'm gonna take a shade down and I'm going to just do a little bit under each eye. Now, to be honest, I don't necessarily do concealer every day. I've found that just having a really great eye cream takes away the need to do as much. But I do love the kind of finished look that it gives me. And especially for just like covering up those little spots, right? So I picked at it, right? So stuck with this little scab. What can you do? Okay, so now I have just used the tip of my beauty blender. So for the foundation, I use the flat part. And for the concealer, I use the tip. Blends it in a little bit better. Just got a piece of dry skin there. Just put a little extra oil in there. Anyways, we'll fix that. Then we're gonna move on to blush. Whoops, this is my bronzer, not my blush. Alright, so today I'm gonna use Nectar. It is this beautiful pinky color. I'm gonna do it on both cheeks. So you just wanna smile and rub it right into the apples of your cheeks. I find our colors are actually quite pigmented, so you don't need to use very much. You don't need to like keep going in and out. All right, now for the eyebrows. I'm gonna use a pencil on this side. I'm gonna just kind of connect this that doesn't quite connect. I do have pretty full eyebrows, so I don't need as much as some people might, but I find that using a pencil really does fill in the little gaps I'm missing and gives me a much more polished look. So for me, this is something I would do when I want to like dress it up, when I want to look extra special. So you can definitely see the difference between these two brows just from that little bit. So you just want to kind of draw these hair-like projections, and like obviously I don't go and get my eyebrows done because they're a little unruly. I'm actually I'm gonna pluck this guy because it's just doing its own thing here. Excuse me for a moment. It's a huge one. Hell, it's grandpa hairs. My grandpa had crazy bushy eyebrows. So yeah, I just keep drawing hair-like hair-like little marks, and I've filled in under here, and it just gives me a fuller eyebrow look. On the other side, I'm going to use my eyebrow gel. So this is my go-to every day because I do have pretty full eyebrows. It just kind of sets them in place, tells them where to lie. And this is the brow gel in dark. So you can see for me, I need the dark color. There are a variety of shades. We also have just a clear, which I'm actually just gonna use on the other side just to show you, like, I can set my eyebrow so that those little hairs aren't flying all over the place, just with like a clear color. You can see just a little bit of a difference on each side, a little different look. Okay, onto mascara. So we've got two mascaras, and yes, they've been hiding in my cleavage. For me, for a everyday look, I like the volumizing mascara. It's got this thick, beautiful wand, and it does need to be warmed. So that's why I had it hiding in my cleavage, is just to keep it warm. And then the application just is so much smoother. So both the top and the bottom, easy peasy. That's my everyday go-to, right? It's pretty good. Now on the other side, when I like to glam it up, and this might sound completely counterintuitive, I like to use a lengthening mascara. It gives my eyelashes a long look, but it doesn't give them that like crazy volumizing look that the other mascara does. Because then I can apply eye makeup freely and not feel like my eye is overdone. I just feel like I've got these long, natural lashes with the lengthening mascara. But then just a bit of color on the lid to just make it fabulous. Fabulous. Right? So it's not a tremendous difference, but you can see like these are longer and these are definitely more like va-va-voom. And then the last step is lip gloss. So my everyday is sienna. So I'm just going to go ahead and do some sienna on this side. So it's a little bit of a neutral color, no shimmer. And then on the other side, I'm gonna go ahead and use raspberry. It is my favorite go-to going out color. Boom. So there you go. Excuse me. Two sort of different looks using the same Flawless in 5 set. I am gonna just touch up this little guy I've got going on down here. I kept touching it. And where's my blender? There it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and rub that in a little bit more. But there you go. It's two sort of looks on my face all at the same time. And yeah, this is like my everyday, and then this is a little bit more polished. Thanks for joining.